Welcome. So today I thought I would show you the area past the Corvian settlement. So here's the bonfire, there's the Corvian settlement. Basically to get this, you beat the NPC invader down in this little chapel area. He drops a key, you use the key to unlock a contraption lever. It lowers a ramp, and then you run out here, you talk to a little girl, you run out here, you pop this open, see there's a little girl, and you get the bonfire. Now I've already killed everything here, so I do not want to have to go through that again. Suffice to say, there's a ton of enemies out here. Mostly the knights with the javelins. There's a few of them with the shields and the spears, and there's several of them that are got the torches that breathe the fire at you. So anyway, so you come out. You be careful right here, because I mean they will rally, put out a yell that will cause a number of their compatriots to come after you. I got ganked right here by a bunch of them. But I would suggest starting out by actually just going this way, dropping down here. There's a guy down here you need to kill. Just a regular knight guy, and then another knight guy right here. Just killed them. I think they're really kind of thought of as like, you know, they're gonna kill them at the end, but there's nothing up here, by the way. Just to show you. So, nothing up here. Definitely bring a bow or something, because you're going to want it. So, there'll be an item up here that you should be able to see on a body. There'll be a guy up here as well. But like I said, I got really gank squatted right here by a bunch of them coming from here. There was one guy, flame guy. I think what happens typically is you basically start walking through this area here. And I mean, it's just a gauntlet of enemies here and right here. So, so yeah, just definitely be careful. But go on in. Here's some more guys I killed. I lured a couple of them down from there. There's some prism stones here on this guy, which was like, really, just prism stones? But you run up here. There's a spear thrower here. From here, if you've got a bow or some, you know, casting spells or miracles, you can nab him right there. There was a guy right down here. A lot of them are just kind of, you can hear him kind of grunting, and they're just sitting there hunched, waiting for you to come along, and they're just kind of chilling. But anyway, go ahead and continue on. I don't recall there being any guys in here. I went up here, and there were people over in here by the bell, and there was a guy right over here, and I was able to get them over to here and kill them. I also got one of the guys from the bell. He came down here. There was another flame guy over by the bell as well that came down through here that I killed. From right up here, you should see there's an item right down there where my head is at. And there'll be a guy with one of the torches. I would snipe him because he will rally, and he'll bring another guy with a torch, as well as two of the shield guys down here. And, you know, one of the shield guys just fell off. The rest of them I was able to kill with the bow very easily, as opposed to just running this way, dropping down, you know, I mean, because then I'd have to fight my way through those guys. Anyway, you run along here, and and you can drop down, and you'll think you've killed everybody, but there's still one guy sitting up here, chucking spears at you. So you want to go over here and kill him. Yeah, it was this guy. This was the guy I killed earlier. And then there'll be the item right here. There are several titanite chunks in this area, so definitely, you know, make a point to just kind of look at stuff. If you want to, you can go ahead and whip out your bow here. There's a guy that's just walking along here with a torch, and you can hit him, and there's no way for him to get here yet. This is not down yet. We get this way later in the area. And then there'll be two torch guys right here, one pretty close and then one a little further back, but you can snipe both of them and they'll come right up here and just stand there and let you kill them. If you want to, you can go ahead and activate the lift at this point. You just run over here, step on this, brings you down back to where the little girl was at. Little girl. Door. Bonfire. Alright. I would try to not rest, though, because, I mean, you just don't. Especially because of the amount of guys that are right at the entrance to this area. It's just, it can get really oppressive as far as just the amount of enemies. But definitely keep your ears open. You're going to hear a bunch of your enemies before you ever see them. So anyway, I was able to stand here, look around, see if I could snipe anybody else. I don't remember if I did or not. But anyway, then you want to come back over here. We want to go down below that area. So we'll drop on down here, run on back to here. So here's where we went and took the little log there. You want to go ahead and run through here. This is where you snipe the guys from right there. Here was the one. And then you were able to see another one back over here, who you could draw back over here and kill him. Don't go up this way yet. You can hear guys breathing. There are two of them right here. There's an item on this guy right there. Run on over here. There's a guy you can hear again. He's right here. Now run on over to here. Here's where I told you the item was, that you could snipe the guys and they'd all just kind of fall off right there or just stand here and die. Next thing you want to do, you want to come up here. There's a guy right here. I think I sniped him from right over here, if I remember correctly. You want to come on up here. You do not want to run. I mean, just keep your walk and keep your ears open. There's a guy right here. Go ahead and kill him. Just to bring everything back together for you. That is where we were at right there. Here is the way I told you that the guys with the flames were at. You just come on back up here. Let's see. Okay, I came from there. Okay. Walk this way. Yeah. So this is where you killed the other guy from over there by the lift. And you can just run up here and push this down. And now you've got your shortcut back to your bonfire if you need to do that. This is the way if you're going to continue on as far as after having completed this area. So anyway, we'll come up here. Be careful. This area right here, where my immolation tinder is pointing at, will collapse and drop you down. You will not take damage, but it will drop you down. Anyway, continue on. There is a guy down there still. I wanted to show something, so I left him alive. But I continued on. There was this enemy here. He was one of the torch guys. I hit him with a bow from back over there and killed him. You'll hear some dogs around here, or wolves. Go on up. There will be a wolf right here. You know, basically you come over here to get this item. The wolf attacks you, because as you're coming down, he will alert. So I just drop attack him right here. There he is. Round this, there's an item here, as well as one of the enemies. Killed him. Run on back this way. The problem with the wolves is when they howl, they will aggro a bunch of them. Basically, when I got to here, there were several right up in here, and they started howling, so I retreated back to here. Just fought them here as they came through one at a time, pretty much. Was able to take them out, no problem. Continue on. There were 2 wolves right here. Just run up and burst them down as best you can. Again, this is a drop off into another area. This drop will probably kill you because you're not. It's not a scripted event, essentially. But anyway, you want to get out of here and go on up. So as we continue on, there'll be some enemies right there. Don't worry about them yet. What you want to do is you want to come up here. Around this corner, there is a Millwood Knight with the bow that's shooting the exploding Millwood arrows at you. Great arrows. There's an item on this guy right here. What I did was I've had put my pyromancy on, and I used rapport on him. He's shooting, but there's enough time, if you are quick, you can run up here, get close enough, because you have to be pretty close to use rapport on him. But once it hits and takes, I mean, you can just beat him to death. He'll just stand there and take it, which is what I'm going to do with the Millwood guy that I said was still alive. So from here, you're going to continue on. Now here's a real bottleneck area, because there's a Millwood Knight with great shield. I mean, just shield. And then there's a Millwood Knight shooting the arrows at you. And the problem is that the knight with the shield always has health regen going. So you can't really, snipe at him, because it's going to take forever, because he's always adding 2 back to his health every second. So, and then you've got the other knight shooting the exploding arrows at you. So what I did was I put on the hawk ring to give me extra range, and I focused on the arrow knight. He does not have a shield, so I used some poison arrows on him. It took about 6 arrows, I think, 5 or 6, to get the poison effect to proc on him. I let it tick down. He was still alive, so I redid the poison, and he died. He's probably low enough after the first round of poison, though, that you could just shoot, a volley of regular arrows at him, and he will die after, about 6 or 7. Anyway, having done that, I switched back to my pyromancy flame of rapport, and ran up and rapported him, the knight with the shield, and just beat him to death. Again, they just take it. So continuing on, there's an item on this body right here. Drop down and grab that. If you look down, you may be able to see that there was a guy right there at that entrance to that little cave right there where my head is at. I would not mess with him at this point. Looking over here, however, there was a guy standing right there where my head is at. I hit him with an arrow, and he dropped down and started doing a patrol of the area down below here. Just stood up here and just sniped him to death. Don't go that way yet. pushed this down. Now, having gotten this down, I ran across, and you can hear the guy down below us here. Where's he at? Right there. Yep. From here, I re-equipped my bow with some more poison arrows. I did 2 sets of 4 arrows into the guy down here. He has a unique great axe that he will plunge into the ground, and when he plunges it into the ground, it causes a wave effect around you, and so when it starts doing that, you want to just get away as fast as you can, and because what it does is it causes the ground to explode and toss you up into the air. And he'll do that twice each time he slams that into the ground. So I would just run this way and continue running until I had heard it explode twice. I came back up, waited until the poison finished on the first time, re-aimed him, hit him with another set of 4 arrows twice. Basically shoot 1, 2, 3, 4, roll out of the way while he's exploding everything around me, then come back, shoot another 4 arrows, and so that second set of poison then completed the ability to take out his life. So, alright. So anyway, having pushed that down, that tree, that is the path progression right there, which will eventually end up taking you to the church across the bridge that you should have gone to much earlier in this area. So, where Sister Frida is at. But if things are going bad for you, having pushed that tree down, you can now head back in there, take the lift down, go to the bonfire, re-up all your Estus flasks and everything. But I'm gonna go show you this, so we'll see how this goes. And here he comes, so let's lock onto him. And that is rapport. There we go. See, I mean, it makes these guys, a lot easier to deal with. But anyway, go ahead and now finish up getting all the goodies down here. I'm on New Game Plus, so that's why the names on some of the soul items are different. Run back here. That's the thing the guy was plunging into the ground that was causing the explosions. The guy that was standing right here that we killed with the poison arrows. Now all you gotta do is just run back over here. And it should be able to put everything back together for you. So we drop down. If we ran through here, this is where the guy was that I told you I was up there and shot him with the arrow and he dropped down. And then I was able to just stand above here and just shoot him with regular arrows. He will run back out of range, out of sight so that you can't hit him, but then he will de-aggro and walk out. So that's why I did not use the poison arrows on him. I used just the regular arrows. But you got decent damage on him every time you hit him, so I really wouldn't worry that too much. But anyway, you just run on back to here. Run on over to here. Run over to here. Oh, we took the lift down. Run back onto the lift. run over to here. And there we are, back at our bonfire, having completed this whole area. So I hope you found that useful. I'm sorry it took so long, but you know, it's a long area, a lot to go through here. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you found it useful. Hope you're having a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.